Hi mamas, it's Sandy Hoover with the Family Tree, and I am very happy to share with you a little of Baby and Me yoga. This segment is going to focus a little bit more on poses for mama than baby, but we're still going to sneak in a little bit. And of course I'll have my special assistant, Baby Duck, helping me out. So with your baby just relaxing somewhere on your mat or a baby blanket nearby, maybe even a car seat so they could sit up and see you, just have them relax down. This first pose is for you. We would do this from standing, and it's called eagle pose. And the point of this pose is to release some of the stress from between your shoulder blades. So you're gonna bring your right hand underneath your left, and you're gonna bring the backs of the hands towards each other. If you can, go palm to palm, and then you're gonna lift your elbows up so they're your shoulder height, and then press your forearms towards the wall in front of you. This is done standing. If the balance is there, you're gonna wrap your left foot around your right and sit back a little bit with this. It's gonna check your balance as well as help open up some of the tense areas between your shoulders. And then if your hand comes down, sweep your arms up. Now if I have baby resting in front of me, hello, I could sweep my hands up, exhale, bow forward. I check in with baby, you're so sweet, I love you. Come halfway up, exhale, bow forward again, touch baby, rise back. If you're gonna do the same thing on the second side, now it's the left arm that comes underneath, wrap it up, backs of the hands to each other, sit back, wrapping now your right leg around your left. So you're just doing it on the opposite side. And again, this is gonna help open up some of the tension that you have in your back from holding baby or potentially nursing baby. So that can be helpful. The next pose that we're gonna do is called womb wings, or your little baby Superman. So you'll wanna gather your baby for this, and this is also done standing. And you're just gonna wrap a hand around baby's, kind of their chest, and then bring another hand underneath their seat to support them. You're standing up, and you're gonna bend at your knees, hinge at your hips, bow forward. This is a side picture, it's not pretty. Sit back, and you're just gonna bring baby forward and back. So it's kind of hanging baby, and you're using the muscles of your arms and the easiness of the sit in your knees, forward and back. If you had a mirror in front of you, baby could be seeing themselves and just laughing and thinking they were absolutely hilarious and awesome, which they are. Bend your knees just a little bit more, draw your baby in towards you, rise up, tell them what a great job they've done, and then you're gonna move against a wall for the next pose, and you're gonna sit against the wall as if you're making your own chair. This is just doing this from the side. So sit, lean against the wall, and you can just rest your baby on your lap so that they're taking a seat as well. Now, if you like a little added challenge here, you can lift your right heel up, ball of the foot is still on your ground on the yoga mat. Set your heel down. Second side, lift your left heel up, set your heel down. Maybe you can lift both heels up, and this whole time you could be talking to your baby, interacting. Set your heels down. Make sure you have a good hold on your baby, press away from the wall, and rise back up. Bring them back over to the yoga mat and come on down. Now the way that I like to do Baby and Me yoga is oftentimes I would intersperse a pose for me and then a pose for baby and then back to me. That's way it's not too stimulating. If the focus is just on baby, it can be a little much. So we've done a lot of poses for mama. Let's do something for baby. And this is called North Pole, South Pole. So it goes like this. You're gonna touch the top of your head. This is North Pole, and then touch the soles of the feet, South Pole. And then we do East Coast, West, inside, outside, baby, you're the best. You could have this that you are baby's down on the ground and you're working with them, or they're facing in towards you. For our purposes today, so you can see where I'm touching on baby, they're facing out. You could do this that they're facing in front of the mirror. So let's learn the words. It's North Pole, South Pole, East Coast, West, inside, outside, baby, you're the best. So hand on head, North Pole, South Pole, East Coast, West. This is kind of stretching their arms. Inside, outside, baby, you're the best. You could do finger on nose, finger on belly, whatever helps you engage with them even more so. So now because we've done a pose with baby, let's give them a little bit of a break. Allow them to lie down. we're going to do something that helps to strengthen upper body, and this is called a forearm plank. It's going to be a little hard for you to see it in the camera, but I'm going to do my best to talk my way through it. So just from coming from like a hands and knees position, come down onto your forearms, elbow down onto your yoga mat, just like this. That's what my elbows are doing. And then you want to step your feet back so that your body's in a nice straight line. Now my shirt's kind of hanging down, but it would be that your body is nice and flat, and you're not rounding through your shoulders or lifting your butt up. So nice and flat. And then you're going to open one arm up towards the sky. So I'm down on my forearm and my hands up. This is building a lot of strength. And what's happening with my feet is I've just gone from feet down to staggering or stacking both feet. So you can do like that. Feet down and then roll to your side. You're going to do that. Maybe hold this for 1 breath to 5 breaths. Work on building your stamina. And then return back to that plank position where body's in a nice straight line. And then you'll go ahead and do the second side. Roll to the second side. Extend your arm if you can. Look up. If that's too much for you, just work on being on the forearms. This will build the strength that you need to advance to the next pose. Through this whole time, try to be maintaining a breath. If your baby needs you, they're going to make a sound that indicates you need to come out of the pose. Otherwise, focus on yourself. You can do this. All right, we're going to do a pose to help stretch out outer hips. You're going to recline on your yoga mat. Lay on your back. You're going to cross your right leg over your left. It's kind of mimicking what we did in that eagle pose. Cross right leg over left thigh and lie down. Now you're going to reach around forward, kind of the calf part of your leg. First you're going to pull the knees in towards you, and then you're going to pull the legs a little bit away from each other. So first pull in, and then pull a little bit away. Right leg out towards the right, left leg out towards the left. Or I guess it'd be right leg towards the left because you're crossed, right? Open. Just hold this down. You're going to feel a big stretch in the outside part of your hip. And then you're going to release to extending your legs up and your arms up. Now at first, this isn't a very difficult pose, but you can imagine after holding your limbs up for like 3 minutes, you might get a little shaky. Body might be saying, I want to come down towards the earth. Bend your knees, bend your hips, come on down. And then we're going to do that reclining pose on the second side. So cross your left leg over your right. First pull your knees, your legs in towards you, and then kind of pull the legs away from each other. Get long. Pull them in and down, and breathe. And this could again be anywhere from 1 breath to 5 breaths. Releasing to this pose, this arms up and legs up is going to help build some core strength. Breathing in, breathing out. And then the final pose that we'll show is a little bit more advanced. If you are menstruating, if you have any problems with your neck or your eyesight or your heart, this is probably not a great pose for you to do. Just keep working on with the legs up and arms up. But if your body gives you permission, we're going to move into shoulder stand. And the benefit of shoulder stand is it's an inversion. Anytime your heart is above your head, you get the benefit of circulation. And this particular pose is going to also help to tone our buttocks. And it just feels really, really good. Chances are, since your pregnancy, you may not have been upside down, and you probably weren't upside down a lot in your pregnancy. So it might feel a little weird at first, but it's going to feel really amazing. The one thing I caution you against when you're laying back is not to look around. I may turn to look at the camera just so you can see and hear my voice better, but I haven't experienced practice of this. So what you're going to do, you might choose to take a blanket and fold it into 4. In half and in half again. Lie it down on your yoga mat. And you're going to lie down so that your shoulders line up with the edge of the mat. Sorry, let me try that again. With the edge of the blanket. Lift your legs up. Get ready with your hands so that when you pick your hips up, you can catch your hips with your hands and your legs are up at the sky. Lifted. Now, if you feel like you're able to do so, you can take your feet up over your head and down towards the mat and plow. Of course, your head would be looking straight up towards the sky and at your feet, and bring your feet forward. And the safe way to come down is just simply let your hips come down towards your yoga mat. You can spend a second here, maybe rock your legs side to side, and then you would take final relaxation with your baby. So go ahead and gather them back up. So the one thing I will also say in a shoulder stand is just be mindful that when you come down that maybe you don't have baby anywhere near you. That if they have rolled off, just be a little careful coming down. It's never fun in yoga to squish your baby, right? So we're not going to do that. And then just finish with a little bit of cuddle time, snuggle time. That's our form of Shavasana in Baby and Me Yoga. And enjoy this time. Namaste.